fair trade is not the solution for all of the problems we have in the world.
Right.
Fair trade is not the solution for the poor people in your country. If you have poor people in your country because some other issues. Impact has to do with also the way we do trade. I know, but it's also fair trade is not the solution for farmers in our country. I know some cooperatives in our country being fair trade and still having many difficulties, financial difficulties, even corruption in some cooperatives, not having any more much support from the government because the government now is more pro free trade, not fair trade. So we are trying to get from fair trade what fair trade can provide us. And fair trade is providing us more concern about global issues. Fair trade is also supporting associations and cooperatives. Fair trade is supporting the connection and link and mutual cooperation between growers in Africa and Latin America and different parts of the world. Fair trade has great benefits. I know that one of the challenges in fair trade is how to involve people in developed countries buying fair trade products in a price that is according to their income. This is very challenging. One of the reasons it's very challenging because fair trade is very small. So coffee is the largest fair trade crop in the world, and it has only 3% of the global coffee market, only 3%. The day we can sell our coffee on fair trade conditions, not 3% but 40%, the price could go lower. That's coffee. Most of the other crops, they are very, very low. So in some way, it's not fair that we are trying to get from fair trade market, but we are not getting from the conventional market. But the fact is that most of the coffee growers selling fair trade coffee is not all of their coffee that is sold on fair trade. In many cases, they are, like in Costa Rica, we have a group of 6,000 coffee growers, fair trade certified in 12 different cooperatives. We are one of the fair trade groups in the world selling more coffee in the fair trade market for many reasons. It's a mix of quality and some other. And we are selling probably about 60% of the coffee from these cooperatives in fair trade. Many coffee growers in other countries, they have, they would love to have this condition. But yes, I know that fair trade at this moment is for people like clase media and alta.
Sí.
It's not for students probably. This is very, very challenging. I think that I don't have the answer probably. I think we have to work on different ways to involve people in different sectors of the economy, participating in creating a better world. But we have to look for the roots of those people being in that kind of poor conditions. Sometimes the roots are related with the concept of development we have in our countries. Sometimes it has to do with the fact that we think that the best way to support people is providing jobs, not necessarily helping them to be co-owners of companies, for example. Sometimes it's the fact that we look at people as manual labor, just tools to make things. Yeah, I think the concept of development is for me is very, very wrong. I know that this is blah 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 because what is real is what you can do every day. So in my case, sometimes I feel like depressed about some situations in the world, but then I come back to the farm, I do what is possible here. I try to keep my eyes beyond the borders of the farm. Muy buena pregunta.
Sí.
Yeah. No, thanks for that. Yeah, gracias.